Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest.
The 30-yard line. Andy Dalton set to lead out this Bengals offense at the controls for the 9th year. The man out of TCU.
Much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he slips up in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
While the Bengals struggled in 2000 in his years in the NFL.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this
forward defensively. Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage.
They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, the Nixon hit, and all the ball is out.
He wasn't ready. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase.
Dalton bootlegs out. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They are really working in sync right now.
Andy Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the... That's from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs and offensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Mayfield now from the 50. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 7.
He creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get this one to a
backer. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one...
And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the Browns set to take over again. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been...
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his line.
You think the ball's going to go? Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you do it. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong. It's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. The drive start.
Game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid.
And distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play.
Into the gang in Orlando, coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I had another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A big change in field position there. That's 40.
Even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. Points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores.
Yeah.
Check 24.
Mayfield on play action. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, let's go.
The urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the meeting between these two teams, the Bengals holding the 50-41 all-time edge. Last year, the Browns won both games, one in November, then again on December 23rd. And both of these franchises founded by Coach Paul. Andy Dalton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He finds Coleman. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Coming up, here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. And this
involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so drought. Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athletic...
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there. A big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So Dalton now, looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game,
type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That is caught inside the 5. His games in the NFL, what progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy took over.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touch
ball downfield. Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Of course, they have out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well. Dalton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yes, they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play it
seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about them pretty successfully in this game.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Fourth quarter, every drive. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To throw here, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So they settle for underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question.
Here on 1st and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. And he is in for the touchdown.
Brandon, would you say they went
from locked up? But that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it. And, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Mixon. And they will eventually get it. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's a run with Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now in desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the Cleveland. 48 yards. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Bengals grab it. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on